Bird numbers across Europe have declined rapidly due to the widespread use of fertilizer and pesticides. A study of data stretching back decades found that there are 550 million fewer birds flying over the continent today than a generation ago. The report pins the blame on industrialized farming and changing weather, and it says bird numbers in cooler northern regions are falling at twice the rate of those in warmer countries. Well, let's talk to our correspondent Jim Drury, who's been following the story. Jim, this makes a pretty bleak reading. 500,000 birds gone. What did the study involve, and what were the main findings?
Well, it's a study with 50 academic researchers who've been looking at data across 28 countries in Europe. They looked at 170 common bird species. The data was found by citizen scientists, so people who've written in and said that they've seen birds in certain areas. And they looked at 4 possible factors that will be driving the loss. And they were looking at climate change, urbanisation, intensive use of pesticides and fertiliser, and changes in forest cover. And what they discovered was that farmland bird species are falling at twice the rate of woodland birds and 3 times the rate of urban birds. And the worst affected are birds that feed on insects. And I spoke to one of the chief authors, who is Professor Richard Gregory from the RSPB, who said that fertiliser use, intensive agricultural farming is clearly the biggest factor to blame.
Well, the farming industry, as you say, has taken a real kicking in this report. What's been the response from the farming industry?
Well, I spoke to the National Farmers Union, who represent farmers across the UK, and they say the study is not robust. They say that they're actually doing a huge amount already to encourage biodiversity on their farms, so they've dismissed the study.